doing what you love to do. So tell me, have you ever been in a situation where you suddenly had to reinvent yourself professionally? Maybe choose a whole different career because modern technology, business evolution, and modern methods of shifting communication were creating a society that made your skills, talents, and expertise not quite as important in the workplace anymore. And you needed to find something else you needed to do. Maybe you're excited because you think, wow, I could start a web based business or a Facebook business page. And yet you spent lots of money and time and trying to do what you needed to do. And yet you really don't really feel like you're reaping any rewards. You're just spending time and money over and over again. Maybe a person who graduated from college spent a lot of time and money again developing your professional degree ready to go out there in the marketplace and found out that you didn't really enjoy what you chose as your chosen profession and got your college degree in, or maybe there just weren't any positions available in the workplace. How about someone who's recently retired and you found that you need a lot more money because of the way lifestyles have changed and the economy has changed to live on and to do live the lifestyle that you'd enjoy. Or maybe just got kind of bored and you'd like to do something different, yet you don't really know what that is because you've always done the same thing. You feel that your skills, expertise, and talents kind of limited you to just what you used to do. Maybe a stay at home mom. You're ready to go out there in the workplace and work part time because your children are in school, or because of certain things that have happened, you need some money to help supplement the family income. And you really don't see your skills and talents because, yes, you do have lots of them. And you do have something you can give of total value to the marketplace, but you may not see what those are. So you're just going out to look for a job. Well, I know what that's like. And in this modern technology world, I know what it's like when we think we can begin an online business, a Facebook page business, and people are just going to start coming and spending their money. Well, it doesn't seem to work that way, does it? And before long, it's like stress, frustration, a lot of wasted time, and more in debt. And with the way society is right now, many of us cannot afford to be more in debt because with the foreclosure rate and the lack of jobs in the marketplace because the unemployment rate is as high as it is. And that frustration and that stress and that self worth seems to be deteriorating. Well, I know what that's like. I truly do. I shared with you earlier what it was like for me when I reinvented my life right after my divorce over 20 years ago. And yet, I also told you about the roller coaster of life. So I hit another barrier, a huge one, that I find has really impacted my life dramatically. What I did professionally and was very successful at was helping businesses be successful, the independent business owner, the mom and pop business. And so when I had set my money aside and felt I've done everything I should have done in order to go out and start my own business, I didn't realize some of the things that were going to show up that affected me and stress, frustration, lack of self value, because here I was a person going out working with clients, and yet I felt I was failing. So, what do I mean? Well, when I took time to reflect, one of my mentors, Jim Rohn, one of the best lessons I learned from him was take time to reflect honestly. And when I did this, I realized something. I thought, my skills and talents are kind of outdated. Modern technology, mass market stores were expanding everywhere. Discount stores were emerging. Web-based businesses were just starting at the time. So I decided, all right, what do I need to do? So I invested my money and I took business development courses, e-commerce, web page, and before long, because I'm a person who loves to learn, and this was like so like learn, learn, spend money, learn, spend money, learn. And before long, I was like running out of money. So I said, all right, go out and find my clients. And then, of course, there were fewer clients because of the economy, because of what was going on with, less and less small business owners being able to survive and thrive during that time. And those who were barely hanging on didn't have the extra cash flow. So what I did is I cut what I charged my clients. I cut back on that. And yet here I was trying to be everything to everybody. So two huge mistakes I made. One was the constant learning and not taking enough action with what I already knew. The other was I didn't choose something specifically to focus on and outsource the rest, not only for myself, but for my clients. Because a huge mistake that I made was trying to be everything to everybody. There's only so many hours in a day, And there's only so much we can charge for our skills and services in order to fulfill what we need to do for our clients. And so I was working massive hours. There was no fun, and I was becoming deeper and deeper in debt. And that's pretty tough when you're someone who spent years helping people be successful. So my self worth became more and more, I should say less and less, because of the fact that my finances were getting worse. I was in pre foreclosure with my house. So during this time, when I did this and I reevaluated and I made some quick changes because I made some distinctions that I realized were not working for me. I reclarified my professional vision. I looked at how society had changed, business had changed, values had changed out there in society. Therefore, if I didn't want to become a dinosaur and become extinct, I needed to make some changes myself. And it was at that time when I reclarified my professional vision as well as my life's purpose, because our life's purpose has many professions and careers we can choose. We have to expand our horizons, look at strengths and weaknesses and all those different things. So, therefore, the strengths that we have, the weaknesses, what do we do to compensate for those weaknesses? Where can we outsource? And then also the fears that show up, the bad habits that we need to change into new habits. And then also at that time, being able to break through whatever fears were preventing me from accomplishing what I wanted. And then that critical inner voice, I had to tame that critical inner voice so that that way I could actually think positive and surround myself with people that could assist me achieve what I wanted to achieve for myself. And I decided that I started seeing different people as my clients because I still had some clients. I was going off in different directions. So, again, that scattering approach I needed to take and hone in on. So, I just focused on specific clients. And when I did, I realized that when I did this for them, the results were phenomenal. For instance, Lauren Solomon with Ellis Imogen Associates. She was a person who stayed on one specific area, but she didn't expand on different ways she could utilize those skills, expertise, and talents. And when we were able to take that one area, but make it a little bit more diverse without scattering her, it was amazing how fast her business started to evolve and how many more clients she was having, how much more money she was making. And then also with I Love Bracelets. In that situation, there was somebody who had two separate businesses that were conflicting with each other. We reclarified what was most important to her, honed in on one specific business, therefore prevented her from spiraling downhill. Then I have specific clients like we've got Beacon Publishing. Here's a guy who been very successful, knew his life's purpose, but yet, really, when I start asking the questions, his life's purpose, he just sparked up again, because we get so caught up and just going through our daily routine lives, we tend to forget what charges us, what lights our fire. And so during that time, he's all of a sudden he lit up and he says, the golden triangle. And I said, well, what's the golden triangle? Well, at this time, he's successful with two community newspapers. Well, he'd had a dream 10 years ago of having three. Well, within 6 months, the third one started. And he didn't think he was going to do it. Well, then to be able to say your unique individual vision and take and expand it and reclarify it so that you fit into evolving society. So again, professionally, focus on your professional life. And when you do this, I want you to begin with the reflection. It's so much fun because you're going to see it separated in sections so you can just take your time to go through each one. And a lot of it is just me going through your life with you. And you're going to be able to see your strengths, your weaknesses, how to compensate for those weaknesses, the successes that you've accomplished in your life. Create your big picture vision for yourself and be able to see what your fears are, your fear strategy. Learn what your critical inner voice tells you all the time based on past triggers that keep kind of showing up from the background, how to tame that critical inner voice, create your action plan, have the energy and excitement, the passion so that your fire is lit again and you're ready to go after and do what you want. So if you want a Facebook business, a web-based business, or you want to write a book, create different products, one thing for sure here, I am here, Cheryl Lyons, to assist you clarify your vision. Also, to clarify who you are from the inside out, your image from the inside out, so that you align with your vision and you grow with your vision. And also your internal communication. What you communicate to yourself affects your attitude, affects every area of your life. So I'm here to assist you clarify, create, communicate, and connect. And at the same